today we're going to discuss stress and how it affects our weight. So if you're interested in this topic, keep watching. Thank you for joining Healthy Living with Ms. Renee the Barber. So glad that you're able to stop by and join me tonight. Now, if you are returning, thank you for staying with me. If you are new to this channel, welcome. All right, let's go over our housekeeping rules. You know them, let's get them in. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share, comment, and don't forget that like button. All right, you know this is a healthy living channel, right? So what do? We start out with our bottle of water. Do you have your water? If not, hey, stop this video right now, hit that pause button, go get your water, and when you return, we will be here. All right, are you ready? Let's take that squig together. All right, that sure was good. All right, now, you know I've been on you guys about the danger zone. We already discussed that. If you're not sure what the danger zone is, go back a couple videos. But just in short, the danger zone is December. That is the danger zone. The month of December into the new year. This is a healthy living channel. We are concerned with our health, and that includes our food intake. It's the danger zone, food all around us. Not only is it the food, but it's other things that we think about, our thought. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to discuss stress and how it affects our weight. So if you're interested in this topic, keep watching. We all have different levels of stress and how we handle it. First, let's discuss the types of stress in general. There are different types of stress. You have physical stress, chemical stress, and emotional stress. Physical stress would include lifting something heavy, the way we stand, the way we sit. It puts pressure on our frame and our support, and it affects our structure. Also, physical illness. Okay, another type of stress is chemical stress. Now that's the food intake. That's internal. What we intake, what we put in our body. It could be due to our pollution in the air. We could inhale the chemicals. Now, during the holidays, we may be doing more cleaning. We're breathing in all of those chemicals, which could be dust that affects our stress levels. Then we have emotional stress. Emotional stress is how we feel. It may be based on an experience or a thought. It could be due to a host of etc. There are different sources of stress and how we respond that affects our body. When our stress level gets too high, it responds in a chain-like reaction because there are different sources of stress, the chemical, the emotional, and the physical. Our body responds in an overflow, releasing a hormone, cortisol, which could have a damaging effect on our bodies if it goes on for a long period of time. There are different kinds of stress. There is the acute stress, and you also have the chronic stress. Now, the acute stress is a short-term period, and the chronic stress is ongoing. The difference between the two, the acute could be a stress where you're driving to work and all of a sudden, bam, you got to hit that brake that sends your stress level up. But then once it's over, it's over. The chronic is different, where it's continuous. It may be due to an experience. It could be a thought. It sends out stress. And you may think about that once a day or once a week, but it's ongoing. And it could last a long time. It could last months. It could last years. Some people have that thought, that worry. And to correct that chronic stress, it takes months. It's not like, oh, I went and got a massage and I feel much better. No, it doesn't work like that. Oh, I'm going to go get my nails done. No, I'm taking a vacation. No, that's not how you relieve chronic stress. You have to put different mechanisms and strategies in place, and you have to be consistent with that pattern. So anytime you have that thought, now you have something in place to relieve that stress. With chronic stress, you have to be consistent. It could take up to a 6-month period minimum. It's not an overnight quick fix. So how does stress affect our weight or our weight loss? Stress has a direct effect on our adrenal gland. When our adrenal gland is working properly, our adrenal gland releases the hormone cortisol. Cortisol affects our protein. When the adrenal gland produces too much protein, the body then stores it'll turn into sugar, and then the sugar is stored into our cells. Now, how do you know if you're stressed? There are multiple ways that you can determine if you're stressed. One way is you're tired, but you just can't sleep. Now, there are times that stress is good, and there are times when stress is bad. A good stress is when you're preparing for a presentation, or if you're studying in school for an exam. You may not be able to sleep because you are preparing for your presentation or your exam. And once you've taken that exam, and once you've delivered your presentation, your stress levels come down. That's a good stress. Of course, a bad stress, you cannot sleep, and it's compounded frequently. A lot of sleepless nights is not good. We've already talked about that in previous videos, how your weight loss determines on your sleep patterns and how often you can get your sleep. Sleep is good for us during our weight loss journey because it gives our body time to relax and recover and restore. Let's go over 10 strategies that will help you with your stress. Number 1, stress management. You've got to make time for stress management. And I know what you're thinking is, I'm already stressed out. I cannot add another task, another activity into my schedule. Well, it is important that you make time, and it doesn't have to be a long period of time. It does not have to be a long period of time. It could take up to 1 minute, maybe 2 at the max per day. Add it in. Try it. 1 week. Try it for a week and see if it works. So what you do before you get out of bed, you will sit up in your bed. You will stretch a little bit, stretch your neck, stretch your arms out. And the whole time that you're doing your stretches, you're still in your bed. You have not yet gotten out of bed. And you say to yourself, I have a lot of errands I have to do today. I have a presentation to do. You can pray to the Lord. You can meditate. But realize, you say to yourself, I may not be able to get everything done that I want to do today. But it's okay. It's okay. You may want to say that at least 3 or 4 times. No more than a minute. Just start out, because as time goes, You may be in that state longer than a minute. You may incorporate 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But let's start out with 1 minute. Let's do that when we wake up in the morning, before we get out of bed. Sit up, stretch, and while you're doing your stretches, repeat to yourself, I have a lot to do today. I have errands to run. I am thankful for the ability to be able to do the things ahead of me. But if I do not get them done, it's okay. Say that about 2 or 3 times. Say it when you get up in the morning, and then when you're going to bed at night, say it again. 1 minute. Don't get in the bed. Do not lay back until you said, I did everything that I could. I didn't get everything done I had planned, but it is okay. It is okay. Accept the facts that you cannot do everything. Accept the fact and begin with 1 minute intervals. Strategy number 2, distractions. Not being able to focus. It may be your intention to stay on task, but it's not happening and you're not focused. So take a minute and focus on the things that are directly in front of you. Focus on the sound. Focus on the smell. Focus on your sight. Touch your desk. Touch your table. Touch yourself. And just focus. Focus on how it feels. Focus on what you hear. Focus on what you see. And focus on what you smell. How does that make you feel? Now breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. You may want to try that during your activities, while you're at work, or while you're doing your chores. Try it. Strategy number 3, make time for yourself. And that includes having fun. Enjoy yourself. Maximize your health. What makes you happy? Is it a hobby that you have? Indulge in that hobby. It's not considered being selfish when you are improving your health. Strategy number 4. Know your triggers. Your triggers could include such things as due date, deadlines, being late, demanding work. Keep a mental list or a journal of identifying your triggers. Strategy number 5. Implement stress relief tricks. Now, it could be different for each individual. Only you know. It could be one you could hum or maybe journal. Take a deep breath. Strategy number 6. Limit your stress factors. Try to avoid the stress. Meaning, are you getting your rest? If you are hungry, eat. Now, it could be something as small as an apple, a banana, but avoid your stress factors. Strategy number 7, connect with others. Connect with your friends. Have an experience with your friends. Take a class. Meet up for weekly conversation. The experience, it's real. Because see, our body goes through changes. It grows. So if you're having a So if you're connecting with your friends and you're not having an enjoyable experience, then stop. Then stop connecting. If you've decided to take a class and you're not enjoying it, then stop. Stop going to your class. If you're connecting with your friend, if you're walking and you're walking with a friend and you're not enjoying that walk, then stop. See, that experience it's real. It affects our body. Our body goes through changes. Remember, I mentioned that our body releases the hormone cortisol, which affects us by releasing excess protein. If not used, will turn to sugar, which will then could cause an excess amount of belly fat. Strategy number 8, our environment. Stress on our body affects our organs. For example, alcohol affects our liver. Processed food affect our digestive system. Improving our diets relieves the stress on our body system. Number 9, exercise. Incorporate a daily exercise activity. It does not have to be going to the gym. If you're not able to leave the house, if you're sedentary, find a way to incorporate exercise. It could be as simple as washing dishes. Whether you're washing them manually or putting them in the dishwasher, take a few minutes while you're doing that activity and hold your breath and control the core part of your body. Hold those ab muscles for 10 seconds. Hey, release. Now do that repeatedly, 10 times. Take the stairs, park further away from the store so that you can walk more. We've heard those before. Implement those into your schedule. Any activity that you do will help to release and reduce the stress levels that are affecting our body or preventing us from reaching our maximum weight loss, leaving us with a feeling of less stress. Number 10, get some fresh air. It is good for our mental clarity as well as our overall body. If you need a reminder to get out and get air, or get up and get air, or just breathe and get air, then set a timer. You can set it on your smartphone. You can set it on your Fitbit. However you choose to do it, get some fresh air. And also, if you can't get to the fresh air, use the essential oils. Take time to walk or just take a couple deep breaths. Spending the majority of your time sitting around increase the overall stress that we feel and the likelihood of a thought that we may have that will increase our stress and trigger our stress. Okay, try those strategies. We're going to close out this video. Do you have your water? Remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share, comment, and don't forget, hit that like button. Thank you for joining Healthy Living with Ms. Renee the Barber. Here's to healthy living.